Welcome back to my declutter series. This is Mary from Reviewer's Diary. I am looking to simplify my life. I have a set of brushes here, a bunch that are great brushes, but they're not clean. I mean, they are clean rather. And I have a pile of brushes here that I recently have used, and they are definitely they need to be washed. But I figured rather than wait until we do like washing them and having them dry and all that, I would rather get moving with getting the declutter done and washing brushes later if necessary. Okay, so first brush I'm keeping is this Morphe powder brush. You can see how big the head is. It's one of the best things. It's a Morphe S19. It's one of the best things I ever got in, really, in a BoxyCharm. So that is a great brush, and I haven't been able to find, my daughter wants it, and it's yeah, Morphe S19, so I have to look for it again. I was not able to find it for her. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Now, I have this one is from Crown Brush, I think. I bought a set from in the past, and I've been using this for my bronzer, and I really love this brush, so that is also staying. Honestly, this brush gets a bad rap a lot, but this is the blush brush from Real Techniques, cruelty-free and all that. Actually, I think all of my brushes are cruelty-free. Maybe. I think I see one that might not be, but anyway, this is a fabulous blush brush because you can literally just touch a little bit of your blush and do your entire cheek. It's like fabulous. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to put those in there because this thing is clean brushes, so I'm just going to put these aside and keep going. Now, these came in a BH Cosmetics set that I bought. I think the other ones are clean. Yes, they are. I can see them right there. And I use this one for my Physicians Formula powder foundation. And I use this one, this flat top one, a lot of times to blend foundation. So these are not going to go. Okay, I very rarely use one of these. But do I have more than one? I would keep one of these and let go of the others. Actually, I have this spoolie. Spoolie's always handy. You can see it's just like a mascara wand. I'll keep that, and I think I have a nicer one of this. So I'm going to put this aside for now. Okay, I got this also in a box, and this is a Crown Brush blush brush, and the reason I like this one is because it's very easy to get into those little pans of blush that I have, so I'm going to keep that. Okay, I do need both of these. One is by Renewal, which is a Rite Aid brand, and one of these is from my original set of brushes that I bought from Crown Brush. I do use both of these. I use this one mainly for blush and this one mainly for foundation blending. So yeah, I knew that a lot of these brushes were going to continue to be with me. Okay, so I have this eyebrow brush, and this is a Bodyography brush, and I actually have the eyebrow stuff that goes with this, so I'm going to keep that. I got this. This is a cheap e.l.f. brush, but honestly, a fabulous brush. I use this sometimes to stroke down like two-tone makeup that I have, and it's really nice for blending. This brush is from Coastal Scents, and we got this in, I want to say it was a BoxyCharm. it's obviously it's fake fiber, but I don't know that I need this because I already have this one. So I think I'm gonna wash this one and give it away. So that's one down. Okay, I use this little short dirty brush. It's gonna get washed, to stroke on the heavy thick primer that I have, that I put on before I put on anything else. It's actually a Bare Minerals concealer brush, but I don't use it for that. In order for me to put any of my glitter or mineral eyeshadow on, I usually put on the correct primer, and I use this brush. Okay, this one, I know I'm gonna probably keep most of these brushes, so I apologize, but anyway, this is the Expert Concealer Brush from Real Techniques, and I do use this. Where's the other one? This came with my BH Cosmetics set, and it's a mini kabuki. I don't know if you can see that. And I use these two both. Okay, I recently got this blending brush. I have another blending brush I like. I know I'm probably keeping too many brushes. Okay, so I'm going to keep both of these because you can never have enough of these. And here's another one, I'll keep that. This is perfect for under eye, setting the under eye concealer powder. So anyway, this is a setting brush from Real Techniques. Let's see, this one is a contour brush. Honestly, I haven't used it as such yet, but I love these brushes so much I can't see getting rid of them. I'm really not getting rid of anything yet, am I? Okay, this is my absolute favorite eyeshadow brush. You guys have seen me use it a million times. It came in a Tarte set, and it's got a wide end and it's got a heavy thick end, and that I use all the time. Alright, now this is, what kind of brush are you? Are you my favorite brushes? Yeah, this is a Luxie brush, which is cruelty free. This one is a concealer brush. Oh my god, I'll wash it and keep it. This one I can let go. This is an old brush from Elizabeth Arden, and I'll wash it and I'll give it away, but I don't really need this brush because I have other brushes that do pretty much the same. This is great for laying down, it says shading brush, for laying down color, and I'll keep that. This is great for the brows, and I'll keep that. This is getting boring because I only gave up 2 brushes so far. This Expert face brush, I have another one that is clean, and I'm gonna still keep that, but I don't know for how long because I have a couple of them. And this is a really nice buffing brush, and this is great for buffing out your foundation. So now I have a couple. Okay, this is a well, it still has the packaging crap on it. I've used it though, but anyway, this is a sculpting brush. I don't know that since I have, let's see, where's the other one? I have a couple of brushes like this that are sculpting. I think I can let this one go. I think my daughter would probably really like that, so I'm gonna let that go. Okay, this is a Miss Glam brush, and it's a small contour brush, and W07. I don't know that I need this brush. It's nice. It came in some box, I think. I can't remember whether it was BoxyCharm or if it was Ipsy, but I'm gonna let this brush go. After I wash it, I'll give it away. Okay, so another eyeshadow brush. Can't have enough of those, so I'll be keeping that. And this is, let's see what it says it is. Medium shadow brush. Yeah, you can never get enough of those, so I'm keeping that. This is another brush that is, this one is from Ulta, but it's kind of like useless, the shape of it. I know that it probably is a good brush, but I'm going to let this one go because I think I have enough brushes like this. Okay, I use this one for my lips. This is a fine concealer brush, and by Essence of Beauty. I don't know if this is cruelty free though. It looks like it has natural fiber, so I'm going to say it probably isn't, and I'll give that away. I already went over this. Angled brush, and this is from e.l.f. Let's see, I already have this one. And they're almost identical, and I know I have another one, so I'm going to let this e.l.f. one go. This is a great eyeliner brush. And this one is from Seta, S-E-T-A, and we got this in a BoxyCharm once. Okay, still not probably keeping this. Okay, so I'm going to keep that on the side. Now I'm going to get ready to do the brushes that are clean. Okay, so I am getting rid of, let's see, 7 brushes. So I'll wash these and I'll give them to my daughter. Okay, so now we're going to move on to this bunch of brushes. And I'm sure there's something I can give up. This, you know what, this is broken. This has like a broken tooth, and you know, I mean, it's always good to have one of these, but I don't use it that often, so this would be trash though because it's broken. I'll continue to think about that one. Okay, I'm going to take all these brushes out and lay them out. Now these are all clean, so I will not have to wash these before I give them away. Holy shit, there's a lot of brushes. Holy mother of God, there's a lot of brushes. Okay. This is a lip brush. That is obviously staying. And the sponge is staying. I try all kinds of sponges. Okay, so this is a Laura Geller brush. I have a feeling this is natural fiber, and that bugs me, so that is gonna go. Okay. This big powder brush is a great stand-in. I bought this for when my big powder brush is dirty, so I'm gonna keep that. This is part of that BH Cosmetics set, and I know that I already have 2 brushes like this, but I'm gonna keep this one. Okay, I'm not sure where this comes from because it doesn't have a name, but it's not a very nice brush. The fibers are kind of like not very fluffy, so I'm going to let that go. This is a pretty nice brush from Laura Geller. It's got a sponge applicator on one end though. Why would I have this? Why would I continue to... I like this, but I have a couple angled brushes. I have trouble getting rid of brushes. Can't tell. But I'm going to let this one go, even though this is obviously not natural fiber and it's very soft. I don't really like this other end, the spongy thing, so I'm going to let that go. Now, I do keep all of the Luxie brushes that I get because I know for a fact that they're cruelty-free. I think they may be vegan. So I have 2 Luxie brushes here. I thought I had another one, but I guess I don't. Because I did get them for a time. I was getting them from my Ipsy bag, but yeah, I'll keep both of those. I just really like them both. Okay, this is a Wet n Wild. I never use this brush. Why do I never use this? Anyway, it's great for mixing stuff and putting on blush, but I never ever reach for this brush, and I have a couple that are similar, so I'm going to let this brush go. Okay, this came in that crown brush set. I know I probably shouldn't keep it, but I feel like I should. I don't know, let me put that in the maybe pile. This is definitely gonna go. This is from Elizabeth Arden. It's really nice, soft brush. It's definitely fake fiber. It's not real, so I'm gonna let this go and somebody will really get to enjoy that. Okay, and this is a shadow brush from Elizabeth Arden also. I'm going to let this go, and there's another one. I'm going to let that one go, and there's another one. I'm going to let all three of these brushes go. I have brushes that are similar, so I don't think I need all of those brushes. Okay, here's another brush from Elizabeth Arden. This is a nice short little one that is good for traveling, but I'm not traveling that much nowadays, so and I can bring one of my regular brushes, so I'm gonna let that go. And I found a Luxie brush. I'm gonna keep that, and I have a couple of Vasanti brushes. Let's see if I can get those. I know I have more than two. I just don't know where the other ones are. This one might be good for contouring, I think. I'm not really sure. Do I need it? I don't know that I need it, but I know these are really good brushes. I have to put that in the maybe pile. Okay, this is a really nice foundation brush. I've never used it. It still has the plastic case on it, so I'm gonna consider putting that in trade because I never ever used it. Okay, and this is a BRCN something. Let's see, Coastal Scents. And then it gives the number is BR-C-N08. This is a nice blending brush, so I'll keep that. This is another one of those really cool little kabuki brushes. They're great for under eye, so I'm going to keep that one, and this one is very similar, so I'll keep that one. Okay, so this is a blending brush, and I have a couple. This is e.l.f. It's, you know, cruelty-free. But, you know, how many blending brushes can I have? So I'm going to let that one go. And this one is Coastal Scents, nope, Beauty 360. I already have a pencil brush like this, like it's, you know, a narrow one that can go under the eye, so I'll let that go. I don't know where I got that 360 brush. This is an e.l.f. lip brush. A lip brush is handy. I will keep that one. This is another one of those neat blending brushes from that set I got on BH Cosmetics, and so I'm gonna not let any of the BH Cosmetics brushes go, except for the ones that I've already given away. This is, I have been lusting over a brush with this shape, and I was like, wait a minute, I have that. So yes, indeed, I do have that, so I'm gonna keep that. This is a really soft e.l.f. small stipple brush, and definitely is worth keeping. This is a foundation brush. Doesn't feel exactly clean, so I might have to put it in the wash up pile. I have used it a couple times, but not that often. I think that if I was going to use one of these, I would probably use the Vasanti brush because it's a better brush. This is from my original crown brush set. So I'm going to let this one go, and I'm going to keep this one. And I see that I have a much better one of these. This came in that set as well, and this one, or I can't remember which one is which, but this one is going to have to go in the trash because it's broken. So I'm going to put that over there, and I'm going to put this over here in the maybe area because I have this from Wow, how do I even use that? I'll have to look at the little instruction sheet. But this is a eyelash groomer comb. Looks pretty lethal, doesn't it? I've never used it. It's like, I don't know if I will. I'll have to check it out and see how I feel about it. But I'll definitely keep that. I know I'm going to keep this just because even if I never use it, it's probably the most beautiful brush I've ever seen. This is from Crown Brush. Alrighty. I just recently got this one. This is Modern Minerals. And so I'm definitely going to keep that because this is the kind of brush that I need a lot. Alright. This is an e.l.f. Blending brush. I have a couple, so I'm going to let that go. And this is a nice eyeshadow brush, which I think came from Crown Brush, but it's got a wooden handle, so I don't know. Most of my Crown Brush stuff didn't come with a handle like that, but that's a good shadow brush. This is a really nice long blending brush. This is from Lab, and it says just blending in brush. So anyway, I know this is cruelty free, and so I'm going to keep that. This is a brush that came in a set. It came in an eyeshadow set. It's from Smashbox, but it's not a very good brush. It's just not. Somebody else will enjoy this more, so I'm going to give this away. This is one of my concealer brushes, and I'm going to keep this just because I'm still trying to perfect the art of concealing, and so I'll keep that. Not too shabby. Okay, and this came with a, oh, this is really nice too. Some of these Elizabeth Arden brushes are pretty nice. Like, this one is really soft, and I was so tempted to keep this, but I would keep this one instead. So yeah, I'm gonna let this Elizabeth Arden brush go. I hate to do it, but gotta do it. Okay, this one has not even been out of the package yet. It's Crown Brush C513. I'm going to keep this because it's got a really nice point on it. So for under eye, for shading, you know, under the eye, this is like a fabulous brush. So I'm going to keep that. This is the only light fan brush I have, so I'm going to keep this. I had another one, but I traded it away. This came in an eyeshadow set. Let's see, oh, this is a Crown Brush. I really like this brush. I've used it a lot. It's got the nice little pointy end, and it's got the big fat end. I'm not usually a fan of double-ended brushes, but this works really well. So I'll keep that. I have this brush from Blend, which is one of my mineral makeups. So I feel like I have to keep this, because I would probably use it with those cosmetics. Okay, this is from the BH Cosmetics set. I am going to keep this. It's a weird brush. I have to figure out how to use it, but it's not terribly soft, but I'm going to keep it anyway because it's part of that big set I got. Okay, so this is, I believe, an Elizabeth Arden brush. It's a very nice brush, very soft, but I'm going to let that go. I have plenty of brushes like that. And let's see, this one, I don't have a lot of brushes like this with the little very small eyeshadow brush, so I'm going to keep that. That's from e.l.f. Alright, this one I don't like. I've never liked it. This was part of my Crown Brush set, I think, and I just have never liked it, so I'm going to let that go. I mean, I've disliked it enough that I would never use it. Okay, this is a sponge applicator. These can be handy, so I'm going to keep this. You know, they could be handy for packing on color. This is a very nice little Elizabeth Arden brush. It's very thin, and I have used it 1,000 times. I'm going to keep this. It's, you know, artificial fiber and everything, so I'm going to keep that. This is a crown brush, I believe, little blending brush. I don't have any tiny blending brush like that, so I'm going to keep that. Yeah, I know I'm keeping a lot of brushes, but that's my prerogative. I don't have a tiny wedge brush like this. The ones that I have are much bigger, so I'm going to keep this. All right, I know I'm going to start getting rid of brushes, I promise you. This is from Scone, and this says that it's a smudger brush. It could be good under the eyes. I think I'm gonna try it and see, do I really want this? I don't know that I really need this. I'm gonna let it go. Okay, because I have this nice little smudger brush from Real Techniques. Let's see what this one is. Yep, smudge brush. It's a Real Techniques smudger brush. So this would be good under the eyelashes, which, you know, to get a little shadow under there. This little brush is from Elizabeth Arden. It's great for just totally covering your eye with your base color, but I'm not going to keep it because I think I have other brushes like that. This is a nice little detail brush, but do I need it? I don't think I do. I think I have others. Let me put it in the maybe over here. I think I had kept that brush. This one, Essence of Beauty, it's a concealer brush. No, I'm gonna let it go. I'm pretty sure I have a concealer brush. This is from e.l.f. I really like this brush, but I literally never ever use it, and I just don't do a really cut contour like a lot of people do, so I'm gonna let that brush go. This is just a brush to like put on your foundation and later you buff it, so I'm gonna consider keeping this because this might be good for some of the foundations that I have. Okay, this is another e.l.f. brush. It is an all-over shadow brush. I think I can safely keep that one. Okay, and these are lip brushes. They were part of a set. The lip brush and the lip blur. I'm going to keep these because I think they'll be great for doing the lips. This is, what are you? You're so tiny. A detail brush. That could be good. Let's see, what are you? It's also Real Techniques, and this is a precision smudge brush. And this is an eyeliner brush. Well, the eyeliner brush obviously I'm going to keep. I'm not sure I need these. I feel like I should keep one. You know what, I'm going to let that one go, and I'm going to keep this one. This tiny one I think would be probably pretty good. So that brings us back to the ones that I put in the maybe pile. And this, you know, when all else fails and when in doubt, because I'll probably declutter again, I'm going to keep this brush. Of these, let's see. I did want to keep this because I know a lot of people don't use them, but I kind of like them. Now these two brushes, they're very soft. I can't see any harm in keeping both. Alright, so these are the brushes that I'm giving away. Quite a few. They're all clean, and somebody else can enjoy them a whole lot more than I am currently. I like this brush, though. I've used it a lot. Oh, let it go, let it go, let it go. It's so tempting when you do declutter to grab everything back up again. But yeah, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to count these brushes, and I will put the number of brushes from clean and dirty pile that I am giving away, and I'll be right back. So hold on, and I'll be back with the number. I'm gonna keep this brush. It's got little rhinestones. I didn't notice that before. I just have to keep it. It's just too pretty. All right, so back to my counting. I have lost count, so I will be back with the numbers. I pulled 2 brushes out of here, and I really shouldn't do that. So I'm gonna try not to look at them too closely. So I am getting rid of, I'll move you over a little bit. I am getting rid of 26 brushes. So I think that's pretty good. I know there are more that I can do. I'll be having probably another declutter after I use some stuff and see, do I really like it enough to bother? But anyway, I am going to be giving away 26 brushes. These will get washed before they are given away, and these were all clean, so not too shabby. So anyway, stay tuned for more videos like this. I think the next one is not going to be cosmetics. It's going to be probably my books. Let's see if I can get myself out of the frame. It's probably going to be my books, or it may be my closet, but yeah, I am giving away quite a number of brushes. So 26 brushes, not too bad, and thank you very much for watching. This has been Mary with Reviewer's Diary. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. And let me know how many brushes you have and if you're decluttering any of yours. And so anyway, thank you very much and have a beautiful evening. Good night.